Okay, you've come a long way if you've gotten to this part. Lots and lots of video watching, and hopefully you guys are starting to get the idea behind some initial git init, git add, git commit, git branchings, checkout, stuff like that. So the last two videos, I talked about the idea of branches, right? I talked about what a branch is. It's a context. It's a play area, and I talked about what it means to check out to a branch, right? So when you check out to a branch, what you're doing is you're changing the behavior of Git, you're changing the context of Git, and the other really big thing that we learned last video was that you are dealing with switching the working copy, the actual contents of the files you're going to be typing away at and editing, right? So that's a big thing. So now that we understand all that, just to kind of close off the idea of merging, now there's a whole whack of other things we can learn about merging, which I'll get into in some of the more advanced videos. But just for now, what I'm going to talk about is merging, okay? So what merging is you're basically incorporating the changes from one branch into another branch, okay? So here we have our bunch of commits, right? In the master and red feature, and we had some in the green feature too, right? So here we have a master branch. So we've had a bunch of commits on this. Then we created a new red branch off of this snapshot and added another change here, right? So what merging is saying is we're going to grab this, all the changes on this branch, on this red branch, and we're going to grab all those changes and apply them to the latest snapshot of this branch, okay? And what we're going to do is, again, we're going to create a new snapshot that started from here and applied all these changes from the red branch, okay? So it's going to sit somewhere right around here. Okay. Actually, maybe I'll draw that out. Might be a bit easier to understand. Okay. So we had our master branch, right? And it was having a bunch of commits. Then we created this red branch off to the side here, and it had another commit, right? And what we're essentially doing merging is we're saying grab all these changes and create a new snapshot on the master branch, okay? And what that is talking about is merging the red branch into the master branch, okay? So let's take a look at our branches again. So type in git branch. We see all the branches here. So if I go back to the master branch and I take a look at the log, last change I did was add more instructions and readme content. If I look at the red branch, you'll see that there was one extra commit done right here, added some readme text for the red feature. So what I want to do is I essentially want to grab all those changes on the red branch since it branched off. In other words, since it branched off here, I want to grab all those changes and merge them back in to the master branch, okay? So the way we do that is you want to check out the branch that you want to merge the changes into, okay? So we want to merge the changes from the red into the master branch. So the very first thing that we do is check out the master branch. So git checkout master. And now we want to pull the red changes into the master branch. So all we do is we do a git merge and then the name of the branch that we want the changes to come into. Git merge red feature. Done. Now what that did is it created a new snapshot in master with these guys merged into there. And in fact, if you do a git log, you'll see that. So what branch am I on again? I'm on the master branch. I do a git log. And you'll see. Before, I was only up to here, right? And then by merging, it added those commits from the red feature. Okay? And it's in there. Let's see that one more time. And let's see it with a couple more commits, okay? So, now the master branch and the red branch are essentially caught up, right? They're essentially at the same state. So let's add more stuff to the red feature. Check out red feature. Let's add more stuff to the instructions. All right. So step 3, spread the word to your friends about this awesome podcast. All right, So let's add that change. Now, by the way, when I do a git status, you'll see there's this extra project file. I don't really that project file, by the way, is just from opening it up in Aptana Studio. It's an IDE file. Don't worry about it. So I'm just going to do git add instructions. And if I look at status now, it's ready to stage. So I commit it. Added step 3 to instructions. Okay. Oh, whoops, what did I do there? Oh, I haven't actually added the instructions.txt. Sorry about that. So I'll do git add instructions. Now I can commit it. And then we're committed. Now let's do another commit, because we want several commits. So let's add more instructions here. Okay. Spread the word to your friends about this awesome podcast. So let's say step 4. Note to your friends, it's actually pretty mediocre. All right, let's save that. And let's commit that as well. Added step 4. And let's do another commit. One last one here. Step 5. And they record so not regularly. Okay. So save that. Commit that. All right, so if we look at the log now of this, you'll see we have a whole whack of other one now. Step 3, step 4, step 5. Whereas master is still way back here, right? So let's do a merge and see what happens. So remember, we want to merge now. Now at this stage, red actually has a couple more features, right? There was like 3 more commits that red has made. And master is still sitting back here. So we want to merge these 3 changes into this snapshot over here. So first thing we do is we check out to the branch that we want to merge into, and then we just do merge of the branch that we want to merge. Boom. So now when I look at the git log of the master, look, all those 3 commits were added to the master branch. Right? So now master has all those snapshots. Okay? It actually has all these snapshots in between. So now I've kind of diagrammed this that we're only creating one new snapshot, but another way to look at it is git merge basically applies the commits that this one doesn't have yet on top of that, right? So last time we left off, master branch and the master branch and the red feature branch had these set of commits. Then red feature branch went ahead and had 3 more commits. So when you do a merge, you're essentially taking all those 3 commits and applying them here, right? So when you look at the git log, you're actually applying all those to that, okay? And that's the basics of merging. Now, in a later, more advanced video, I'll talk about rebasing and how you can actually merge commits from one to another and actually prepending commits. So, but today I just want to get into merging, some basic merging. So after you've created a branch, you want to get all those commits applied to the master branch, you do a git merge. Okay, on to the next video.